in complete submission to ungovernable chaos.
For once you leave the house, how the flip can a cat be expected to find food, shelter and adequate entertainment?
In short, once you leave the borders, how in heck can you locate the good shiz? But do not unfurl your fiery ire, for I, the waste of vowels that is Richard Ayiwadi, am here on a robust reconnaissance.
I, while saddled with some of the most pliable people in the world of entertainment, am going to savagely barrel you through an overly packed mini-break.
Woo! This is Travel Without Mercy.
Tonight, 48 hours in Russia's cultural, though not actual capital, St. Petersburg. Like its spiritual twin, Maidenhead, it's been dubbed the Venice of the North, thanks to its well-huge number of waterways. But the 7 mil cats who descend here each year want even more than a crapload of canals. To help me slurp down the severest of slush puppies is the seemingly happy comedian, Rob Beckett.
Whoa.
Together, we'll endeavour to skate.
No, I need the bareback. I need the bareback.
Renovate.
Back wall.
Go on.
Rip all that out.
Yes.
Cinema screen.
And stroke an imaginary sturgeon.
How do you get the egg out? Is it just a man milking the fish?
Why are you making that gesture? We're here, but should we have come? Use your core.
After a flight that exceeded 3 flipping hours, we lob our very selves into the back of an old-timey carriage.
This is quite romantic, this. It's nice.
Don't ever hold me again. Unless it's my final hour. And even then, I'd rather go quicker.
What do you reckon your final words would be if I was to finish him?
Get off me.
Why have you brought me here?
I'll tell you why. Founded in 1703 by self-esteemed lottery winner Peter the Great, St. Petersburg became Petrograd after 1914, morphed into a post-revolution Leningrad 10 years later, before going back to its original moniker after the collapse of communism. The city is clustered with over 180 museums, whose collections include items such as Pavlov's stuffed dogs and a penis supposedly severed from your boy Rasputin. Perhaps that's why it has been officially festooned with the title Europe's Leading Destination 2 years running.
Should you wish to remain close to your rubles, you could pummel through St. Pete's for approx 3 Cs. But in a bid to impress my date, I've ponied up for this prime piece.
Is this it?
This is it.
It's very yellow, isn't it?
I can't argue with that.
The official State Hermitage Museum Hotel is styled on the interior of the Winter Palace, erstwhile domicile to the Tsars.
Come on.
It's lovely, isn't it? I feel like
nice.
a gangster's wife would come here for tea.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Welcome to the hotel.
Hello.
Thank you very much.
It's our honeymoon.
It's
Really?
a kind of honeymoon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Honeymoon period, definitely.
Okay, we will make 2 rooms ready for you.
Yeah. Could I have the better one, please?
Sure. This one
Thank you.
and this one.
Unbelievable. Yep. 50 Shades of Beige.
Oh, it's nice. Massive curtains. Obviously a gold floral sofa. Like about my mum's.
Battling the urge to stay for a pop-up Liberace convention, we slam forth into the sleet.
I booked transport.
Have you?
It's slightly late.
Is that us?
That's us.
Wow. Russian Uber ain't messing about, is it?
Yeah.
This is fun. Oh. You must have claustrophobia.
Of course. Yeah. How dare you suggest I don't?
We ascend with the grace of 2 gym-honed spider monkeys, ready to rumble through the city in this former infantry combat reconnaissance vehicle. Driver Grigory assures us that his forklift license also covers him to handle a tank,
Here we go.
allowing us to aggressively amble through traffic all the way to the banks of the river Neva.
You said we was going to have a little look round and tour the city, but I can't see anything apart from the back of your head.
You're in a tank.
Okay.
Enjoy the safety. Oh.
What's the top speed? Do you know?
80 km, and it can't go into the historic part of St. Petersburg.
Why not?
It's a tank.
Oh, he's just pulled out in front of a tank. That is madness. The good thing is, if you did have a bit of road rage and swear at someone, they can't get to you.
They can't.
You can do what you want in here.
Discreetly secreted by 7 tons of scarlet steel, we power forth, unburdened by the potentially distracting views of both the Admiralty building and Palace Square, allowing us to focus on inane pop culture refs.
The fumes are quite full on.
From a Leonardo DiCaprio perspective, this is an environmental no-no.
Is he anti-tank?
He's fully anti-tank.
Fully anti-tank?
He's anti-fume.
On the cusp of Chunder, we reach our target location, Vasilyevsky Island.
There's no particularly elegant way to dismount here. Do you want a hand?
Yeah, it's quite far down, isn't it?
You're in. You're down.
I'm in. That
Tag.
was good.
Tank bands. Well, here we are at the Spit.
Yes. Why is it called the Spit?
It's one of the best places to gob in St. Petersburg.
This, the original centre of the city, allows me a long-craved opportunity to spout stats while pointing at landmarks.
Trinity Bridge, by the people who brought you the Eiffel Tower, gift from the French.
They did that as well?
They love working with iron. St. Isaac's Cathedral, rostral
there.
columns, 1810,
Yes.
a symbol of the naval might of the Baltic Army.
I like the ones with gold on, because
Do
sometimes around Europe it's all a bit greeny.
Copper,
Yeah, not for me.
No.
I like gold. It's a combination of beautiful and intimidating.
like me.
Yeah.
Thank you. Over there,
Yeah.
the fortress of St. Peter's and Paul. That's where the Tsars are buried, as well as Dostoevsky was imprisoned there briefly.
He wrote books, didn't he?
He did write books. Dostoevsky, of course, made famous by my smash hit film The Double, released in 2013.
Did it do well?
Why do you think I'm here? Let's back out shot. Steady.
The tilt of the Earth's axis in the northern hemisphere being what it is, the winter sun calls it a day around the 4:30 mark. And, under cover of this same night, we sally like salamanders to St. Petersburg's only dedicated vodka and caviar bar.
I'm having to go two at a time. How many?
I'm taking it in a different style.
The menu announces 15 types of salt-cured fish eggs and an exhausting 35 varieties of vodka.
Do you like caviar?
I don't know that I've knowingly ingested it.
Yeah, me neither.
And to take our knowledge to even greater heights than this is Russia's only full-time professional vodka sommelier and unhatched fish aficionado, Alexander. We start with Oshietra caviar and a fleshy plateau.
The best spoon for the caviar is our own skin,
Okay.
because our own skin doesn't have any flavor for us.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah.
How much are we paying for this?
Please, let's put a caption on screen now.
Price.
That QVC job's yours.
Thank you. I'm a bit nervous.
I feel like I've soiled my fist. The problem is, for some reason, I've become frightened of it. All the best.
In it goes, okay.
That could be the opening shot of your show reel.
That is nice, actually. How do you get the egg out of the fish?
So there is special method, is the milky method.
Is it just a man milking the fish?
Why are you making that gesture?
Well, how else should you milk a fish?
Why do you presume that's how you do it?
If I was milking a fish, I would take the head in my palm and squeeze down the body. I'm just saying what I think would happen.
How do you milk a fish?
So actually,
With all due respect.
Yeah.
Actually, he was almost right. The sturgeon is quite big, can be 2 meters.
Yeah, that is
That is
big, isn't it?
Okay.
Cutlery drawer now fully open, we move on to pressed caviar. In the communist era, this was the dish of the common man. Now it's 100 times more expensive, thanks to the man.
For the special pairing, I would recommend to have some historical Russian vodka,
Okay.
which is absolutely different from the modern one.
What vodka would you drink?
I prefer my own homemade vodka.
Have you got any of that?
That must be a bus on
Unfortunately,
holiday.
not here because it's not very legal.
Not very legal or illegal? Not very.
Can I reassure you,
Right.
next to no one watches this?
Right, should we eat some?
Okay.
Cheers.
Na zdrowie.
Nastarovia.
Nastarovia. That's good.
Do you feel a Soviet Union time on your palate?
I think 3 more vodkas and I will.
We finish this big winter blowout with Iranian caviar, sourced from rare albino fish. This is paired with horseradish vodka.
You can really taste the lack of pigment in that.
Yeah.
It's nice.
It's nice. And now you have the horseradish.
Yeah.
You've got mixed feelings about that, haven't you?
So I think now you can understand me. So добро пожаловать в Россию. Теперь вы русские.
Don't let him get away with that. You've got many qualities.
I'm concentrating on other issues at the moment, guys. If that stays down, I'll be happy. Sated by sturgeon spawn and doused with ethanol, we traversed the river to one of Petersburg's 42 islands, New Holland.
They've got a metal detector here, which is always a good sign.
Renowned yacht enthusiast Roman Abramovich recently redeveloped this former 18th century naval island to create the city's newest cultural and recreational arena, which gives context to this alarming inquiry.
You ready to hit the rink?
Yeah, I feel good. I want to cut up some ice.
Some ice. That sounds quite Miami vibes. After you.
I'm going first, am I?
Yeah. Well, you've done this before. I
Yeah,
always find
but-
it's good to film yourself when you try something for the first time. Well, this is highly dignified, isn't it?
So just push off like you're roller skating. Have you roller skated?
Only on this show.
Well, you're learning, aren't you?
No, I need the bareback. I need the bareback. Would you go ice skating on your own?
No.
So, essentially, it's something you'd only do under peer pressure.
Not peer pressure, but it's a group activity. Like, I wouldn't go... There's a lot of things I wouldn't do on my own.
Go on. What?
I wouldn't go to a buffet on my own.
That's the best time. There's no competitors. Well, this is wonderfully romantic, isn't it?
I mean, yeah, I prefer it with the bear.
Of course.
It's much nicer, isn't
It's
it?
like having a companion.
I feel like two old nans pushing their trolley
Yeah.
along the street.
This is not
Moaning.
the youth-oriented image Channel 4 want to project.
No, I've got a couple more years on E4 yet in me. if
I know.
Our skating proves too intimidating for this piddling rink, so we bid a reluctant adieu.
I feel sad leaving the bear, and
You
also
can't
unsafe.
get him in your case.
And day one ends with an emotional breakthrough.
I think that may be it for me in ice skating.
Do you know what? I think I just prefer being warm and in shoes.
In the part that follows this part, we say the word yes at the same time,
Yes! Thank you.
have a date night,
Herring under a fur coat?
Are you just making these up?
No.
and look for a first-time buy.
It's given you some design ideas for your new bathroom.
Rob Beckett and I, the ailing avatar of Richard Iwadi, are at the midpoint of our Baltic break. So far, we've trundled through town
You're in a tank. Enjoy the safety.
and befouled our faces with fish.
You've got mixed feelings about that, haven't you?
Day two begins in the hotel spa with a farcically foreshortened Beckett.
What are you doing? Come on.
I'm enjoying
We're in St. Petersburg. This is a place of culture. You don't just dawdle in a pool.
It's his culture. He's got a Russian doll at the bottom.
It may have culture from the last time someone was in here. This image won't leave me. Towel down, get out in the black slush.
You always spoil the mood.
Today's ruthless agenda starts at the State Hermitage Museum. Royal residence until shiz got real in 1917, it's St. Pete's most visited attraction. But because we were mistaken at security for Dick and Dom, all 6 buildings have been cleared prior to our arrival.
Wow.
It's impressive, isn't it?
It's given you some design ideas for your new bathroom.
With over 3 mil exhibits to metabolise, there's only time to hone in on the highlights. So like a couple of #Bolshevants, we rock through the joint.
I feel like I've been up some of the best staircases I've ever been up.
This is where the royal family would walk down for the ceremony of the blessings of the water.
All right.
The Neva representing the River Jordan in that,
Yes, of course.
rather than the artist now known as Katie Price.
Oh, what is it?
World's largest vase.
Looks like bird bath.
It's not a bird bath.
It looks like bird bath.
19 tons, 2.5 metres high, jasper, 3 pieces. Keep going.
It's not a vase. That is a statement piece, isn't it?
Could be on Robot Wars.
Could. I don't think it'd win.
O'Brien would give it the thumbs down.
Wouldn't be a fan of it.
Well, Catherine the Great was. Picked up 1781. One of the earliest examples of robotics.
What does it move?
Yes, it's a clock.
I feel like they could have made the clock bit a bit more prominent.
The owl likes to play that little drum kit. It's a little owl Phil Collins. Just go ping,
I mean, that I'd like to see.
Of course you would.
Originally chiming on the hour, the life-size peacock, owl and rooster only squawks once a week, a time period that our format cannot accommodate.
Love a chandelier.
Too much or just enough?
I think this is just enough for this room.
Good.
Giving it a bit of space to breathe.
Yeah. You sound like you're about to do it up.
Back wall,
Go on.
rip all that out,
Yes.
cinema screen.
Yes.
You like films, that'd be nice.
Of course.
What would they use this room for?
Official functions, banquets. Ask me how many types of wood there are on this parquet floor.
Richard, how many types of wood are there on this parquet floor?
16. But to sum up, will you put in an offer? It's ticking a lot of boxes for me. A lot of boxes. But
I'm excited.
they've got to get the price right.
We put in a bid close to asking price and hope to hammer them down on the survey. St. Petersburg refuses to stint on brick and contains 342 bridges, including this thing.
Stop, Rob. Don't walk past this hidden gem. Look. This was made in 1994. It's a statue of a bird.
Yeah.
But if you can get a coin on the plinth, it brings good luck.
Are we going to do
Because that's how luck works. Here we go. What's your technique? Are you just dropping?
Yeah, I'm just sort of dropping.
It's a nightmare. Ah! I think you've got to hope for a kind ricochet. Yes! Thank you. I'm going to have a good year.
Plumb out of coin, our next meal must be competitively priced. The hipsters have spread like ink in a bath to St. Petersburg, instilling a craze for retro, Soviet-themed eateries, drawing those seeking an ironically authentic communist experience.
This is nice, isn't it?
Yeah. Do you feel like you're in a 60s Soviet apartment?
Yeah, I feel like I'm in a sitcom.
Well, give it time.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Next
Maybe
stage.
you want something?
Oh,
Oh,
yes,
yes.
please. I know what we're going to order.
Oh, are you ordering for me?
Of course.
I love that. I love it when a man takes control.
A lard platter.
Whoa.
Herring under a fur coat.
Are you just making these up?
No,
Okay.
these are not bingo names.
With mismatched florals, period furniture and vintage trinkets, you could be back in Felixstowe, were it not for the fact that it's obviously not Felixstowe, and the fact that all the food is massively Russian.
Is that cheese?
I don't know. I don't know which fur coat it's meant to be. Like a sort of albino rabbit.
I think that might be cheese and mashed potato.
I could have done without that.
Got a kick in it.
Yeah.
So this is lard.
Yeah.
It looks like wax.
That lard's got a rind. That's not unpleasant, though.
No.
Although your face is telling a different story.
I don't know how you're getting through
I
that.
quite like it.
What's the dip?
I wouldn't go in there.
I'm in. Yeah, that is mustard and horseradish. That is mustard and horseradish.
Yes, they love it here. They love horseradish.
Okay, soupy time. What soup you got?
I think I've got cabbage soup. This is a lovely, if below room temperature soup. I don't know whether it's meant to be a chilled soup, but it's very... Oh, I found a little gift in there.
What's that?
It's a voyage of discovery.
Are you popping that in?
I'm going to try some.
Oh, it's still there.
That's hard to get through. That's hard to get through. Wow. I had to go at that like a jackal. That was impossible. Well, how have you felt about this experience?
Enjoyed it. I really like the decor.
Good.
It's a bit like Good Night Sweetheart.
It is, but without the bigamy. Shall I ask for a doggy bag for you?
No, thank you. No, thank you. I think it's it'll get cold, will it?
With stomachs bestodged, we head for P-Town's record-breaking metro station of Admiraltейская.
Okay,
Here we go.
token operated.
Little coin.
There we go. Bang. Oh, hello.
Sit.
It does not like you. No, it's you. There we go. There's something wrong with you, and they know it. Well, here we go.
Stretching 137 metres, this is the world's longest escalator, leading to the world's second deepest underground station.
85.9 metres deep. If you want to
Wow.
put that depth in context, Rob, your deepest tube in the UK is Hampstead, 58.5 metres. But we know this. Oh, yeah, I think it's still a step on the right policy.
Yeah.
Step on the right policy.
Yeah.
All the best.
She's absolutely furious about that.
I just don't feel like they're looking forward to wherever they're
What are
going.
you talking about? Look at this group of gigglers coming up.
Look
I'm going
at
to see
them.
if I can get a wave.
Absolutely no chance. Oh,
Yeah,
you got a wave.
got one.
It's good, isn't it?
You're all caving now. This is how the revolution started. One idea and it spread.
After a journey that's too boring even for this show, we commence another crepuscular crawl in search of St. Pete's seasonal celebration of water's solid form.
This is Ice Fantasy.
Ice Fantasy. Nice.
They've made it look a tiny bit seedy.
Yeah, it looks like a sex toy expo.
You shouldn't know what that looks like. 170 tons of ice here, 60 sculptures, it's -7.
It's colder in here than outside.
colder.
This reminds me of when I used to work at Sainsbury's and go in the freezer.
So this just reminds you of being cold,
Yeah.
primarily. This guy wants a record of everything.
When is he gonna sit down and go, guys,
Hey.
get the JVC camcorder out?
Do you want to see some ice?
I've got 3 hours of it.
I'm very impressed. I'm impressed. Very high standard.
It's a boat, isn't it?
All right. It's good though.
Yeah, it is. It's all good.
Look at what they've done. Celebrate it. You're forcing me to be the positive one and it's not good casting.
Before our most final of check-ins, we cram our crumbling frames into Café Singer, an Art Nouveau landmark overlooking another landmark, the Kazan Cathedral.
After the revolution, 1917,
Yeah.
it was turned into a museum of anti-religious propaganda.
What, the church? What do you reckon God thought of that?
He probably just went, whatevs. See you after the collapse of communism, which I know about, because I know about everything,
Because I
mate.
invented everything.
So, Rob, what are your highlights?
The tank was fun.
You did like that tank. And the ice skating?
How can I put this? You're only as good as your skate partner.
Right.
Running away with it at the moment is penny on the bird.
I hesitate to say that was my favourite bit, because I do feel we could have done that in an alley anywhere.
Yeah, but...
And yes, it was my favourite part of the trip.
After 48 hours of culture, coughing, and sniffing, our crassly capitalist Kareen comes in at 1239 per, as seen in caption.
Well, thank you for accompanying me. It's been cold.
I was worried at the start,
What were you worried about?
just because of your reputation.
I find it very difficult to empathise or enjoy other people.
Yeah, but by being in Russia,
I'm like Scoof here.
you're bubbly.
I'm like Ant and Dec rolled into one.
Yeah.
Next time, 48 hours in Bohemian Budapest with Aisling B.
I think sometimes you either have class or you don't.
Yep, Travelman's back in a fortnight, 8:30, Monday the 20th. And next, 9 brave men risking their lives, reliving Captain Bligh's historic voyage. New Mutiny, starting next.